بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Brothers and sisters, welcome to the second installment of our video lessons of the beneficial book, The Rights of Brotherhood. We're going to be going over chapter 1, inshallah, which is the establishment of brotherhood for Allah's sake. The key component to love between people is good manners. And the element that causes separation and aversion between people is bad manners. Brothers and sisters, it's no secret that good character contains virtue. There are a number of authentic narrations that indicate this fact, that good character is the foundation of virtue, being good. عن علي بن الدرداء رضي الله عنه أن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم قال: ما من شيء أثقل بميزان المؤمن يوم القيامة من خلق حسن. إن الله ليبغض الفاحش البذيء. Abu Darda radiallahu anhu narrated that the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, nothing is heavier on the scale of a believer on the day of judgment than good character. For indeed, Allah Most High hates one who utters foul language or coarse language. Allah hates foul language or coarse language. And so since this language is spread throughout society today, if we try to use this type of language and expect to have good reactions from people or wives or children, it won't work out. It'll be a separation. It will cause an aversion. Cursing is an aversion. It causes aversion between people. And Allah hates it. عن جابر رضي الله عنه أن رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم قال: إن من أحبكم إلي وأقربكم مني مجلسا يوم القيامة أحسنكم أخلاقا، وإذا أبغضكم إلي أبعدكم مني مجلسا يوم القيامة أثأثرون متشدقون متفيقون. قالوا: يا رسول الله قد علمنا أتأثرون ومتشدقون فما متفيقون؟ قال: المتكبرون. Indeed, the most beloved among you to me, and nearest to sit with me on the day of judgment, is the best of you in character. And indeed, the most disliked among you to me, and the one sitting furthest from me on the day of judgment, al-ta'dharuna with-shaddiquna with-tahiqun. They said, Ya Rasulullah, we know about the ta'dharuna and with the shaddiqun. What about with the tahiqun? He said, the most arrogant. In this hadith, the Messenger of Allah described three types of people who do not have good manners. And most of this ill manner comes from the way they communicate and their character when they speak. He first talked about the Thaltharun. These are those who are excessive talkers, those who speak unnecessarily. They speak continuously, and they speak without benefit, and they like to dominate conversations, and they talk too much. Then with the mushaddiquna, those who speak in a pompous or effective manner, using the elaborate, over-refined speech to impress others, often showing off eloquence or knowledge. Then with the fahiquna. As the Messenger of Allah explained, they are the arrogant. How is they arrogant? The base verb of this word is tahiqa. It means to expand something wide. In the hadith, it refers to people who open their mouths wide in speech. It's a metaphor for self-importance and arrogance. Ibn Athir, rahmatullahi, said, they are those who speak arrogantly, showing off their superiority in knowledge or language. Love for Allah's sake is the most important part of any Muslim. that they reserve their greatest love, and it must be reserved for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah the Most High says, يُحِبُّهُمْ وَيُحِبُّونَهُ. They will love him. He will love them, and they will love him. And Allah the Exalted says, وَالَّذِينَ آمَنُوا أَشَدُّ حُبًّا لِلَّهِ. Those who believe and love Allah more than anything else. There are no expectations of true faith in doing any action, including brotherhood or brotherly things, or the rejection of doing action, unless they are done or rejected for the sake of Allah Azza wa Jal. Abu Umama, may Allah be pleased with him, said, the Prophet ﷺ said, من أحب لله وأبغض لله وأعطى لله ومنع لله فقد استكمل الإيمان. Abu Umama said, the Prophet said, ﷺ, if anyone loves for Allah's sake, hates for Allah's sake, gives for Allah's sake, or withholds for Allah's sake, that person will have perfect faith. Anas ibn Malik radiallahu anhu said the following. And Anas ibn Malik and the رجل سأل النبي عليه الصلاة والسلام متى الساعة يا رسول الله؟ قال ما أعددت لها؟ قال ما أعددت لها من كثير الصلاة والصوم ولا صدقة ولكني أحب الله ورسوله. قال أنت مع من أحببته. Anas ibn Malik reporting the Messenger of Allah said, when will the hour be established, O Allah's Messenger? The Messenger of Allah said, what have you prepared for it? The man said, I have prepared for it with many prayers, or fasting, or charity. But I love Allah and His Messenger. The Messenger of Allah said, you will be with those who you love. The Messenger of Allah, the authority of Abu Hurraira, that I repeat with him, said, سبعة يذلهم الله تعالى بظله يوم لا ظل إلا ظله رجلا تحبا في الله واجتمعا عليه وتفرقا عليه. Abu Hurraira, may Allah be pleased with him, said, the Messenger of Allah said, 7 people will be shaded by Allah under His shade on the day when there will be no shade except His shade. Among those 7 people will be 2 men who will love each other only for Allah's sake, and they meet and part in Allah's cause only. Brothers and sisters, a Muslim must be loved for the sake of Allah and not for the achievement of worldly gain. Mutual love of Allah between brothers and sisters will give companions longevity and make the companionship permanent, inshallah. Companionships established for worldly benefit end once that goal has been achieved. The Messenger of Allah said, فَدَعَتُ مَنْ كُنَّ فِيهِ وَجَدَ حَلَاوَةَ الْإِيمَانِ أن يكون الله ورسوله أحب إليه مما سواهما وأن يحبوا ما لا يحبوه إلا لله وأن يكره أن يعود في الكفر كما يكره أن يكذب في النار. Well, possesses the following 3 qualities will have the sweetness of Imām. The first quality is the one whom Allah and His Messenger are become dearer than anything else. 2, a person who loves a person and he loves him only for Allah's sake. 3, who hates to revert to atheism, who hates to become a kafir, after he hates to be thrown into the fire. Brothers and sisters, brotherhood in Islam goes beyond just loving your brother, beyond the emotional love. It is a relationship of worship that complies with what Allah has commanded. You love your brother because he has in his heart the love of the oneness of Allah. He has Tawheed. He loves the Tawheed. So therefore, you love him because he loves that. And he loves the magnification of Allah, ta'adhim that. If you recall, those who have studied the 7 conditions of La ilaha illallah, one of those conditions is al-muhabba. And the thing is that they should have muhabba for, should love the meaning of the shahada. Love Allah and love the people who love the Shahada. As a Muslim brother, you are obliged to love your brother because he possesses the ability to follow the Messenger of Allah. This is manifest in his character. It shows in his actions. It shows in his speech. A brother has the right to expect that his relationship with his brother is purely for the sake of Allah. If one of them is concealing that he wants a relationship only to achieve some worldly gain, that person is being deceitful. However, when brothers love each other for the sake of Allah, all other obligations that are due between them are successful because the total foundation is based upon love and fear of Allah. This will be apparent in all their dealings with one another. Furthermore, relationships whose actual foundation is love for Allah have longevity. This can be seen in the long-standing relationships that Muslims have with the people of knowledge and the students of knowledge. There can be no doubt that the first obligation to love your brother is to love your brother for the sake of Allah, so that your relationships, interactions can bear great rewards and benefits. Preserving your brother's and sister's rights, preserving our acts of worship sincerely and accurately are one of the greatest undertakings. We will end here with dua of the Messenger of Allah when he said, Allahumma aqsim lana min khashyatika ma yahulu baynana wa bayna ma'asik wa min ta'itaka ma tuballighuna bihi jannatik wa min yaqini ma tahawwanu bihi alayna masa'ib ad-dunya wa mata'na bi asma'ina wa absarina wa quwwatina ma ahyaytana waj'alhu al-waritha minna واجعل ثأرنا على من ظلمنا وانصرنا على من عادانا ولا تجعل مصيبتنا في ديننا ولا تجعل الدنيا أكبر همنا ولا مبلغ علمنا ولا تسلط علينا ما لا يرحمنا. Translation, which is, O Allah, assign for us fear of you that will come between us and disobedience of you, and give us obedience to you that will cause us to obtain your paradise, and certainty that will that shall make the afflictions of this world easy for us. Enjoyment of our hearing and the enjoyment of our hearing and our seeing and our strength as long as you keep us alive. And make it the inheritor of us. And let not our vengeance be upon those, and let our vengeance be upon those who have wronged us. And aid us against those who show enmity toward us. And do not make our affliction in our religion. And do not make this world our greatest concern, nor the limit of our knowledge. And do not give power over us to those who will not have mercy on us. هذا وصلى الله على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.